Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So FedNow finally went live yesterday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. ISO 20022 posted this. Reporting and reconcilement, because the FedNow service will process payments around the clock every day all year, careful consideration has been given to the timing of end-of-cycle activities for accounting and reporting purposes. So just a bit of housekeeping here, just letting you guys know when this is all taking place, and I guess this is for internal use for banks. Ultimately, though, all these Ripple-enabled companies have now signed on to be registered users of the FedNow service, and Valente Technologies, a Ripple-enabled company, is the backbone for FedNow. We haven't really seen XRP price move because we are seeing utility for FedNow. There's been a bit of a debate in the XRP community. Is it using XRP? Is it not? To be honest with you, for domestic payments, you don't need XRP. So, it wouldn't really make sense for FedNow to be using XRP, at least not at this moment in time. It's the external connections, though, Ripple-enabled companies now signing on to work with FedNow, which is really what's interesting as at least as the initial step to real-world utility down the road. And who knows how FedNow will transform over the years. Maybe they will move into international payments at some point where you'll actually need to utilize XRP to leverage for liquidity. Let's just take a look at XRP, though, right now. As of the time of this recording, 77 cents. We did see a bit of a dip. We have seen that retrace, though. It came down to about 76 cents. Guys, we're still slopping around this sideways channel here, and who knows how long that'll be. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later, right? At this point, it's just another waiting game. However, a lot of indications suggesting that we could see higher highs in the coming weeks, months, don't know, maybe days if we're lucky. Anyway, wanted to thank ISO 20022. Let's do it for posting that. Ian Bin's posting this. Okay, XRP demand, though, on Google hits a one-year high, and we can always gauge XRP excitement based on things like this, okay? Based on trends like we've seen regarding search history, XRP, the digital asset associated with the blockchain company Ripple, has experienced a monumentous upswing over the past week, of course, because of the legal lawsuit. And that, of course, is being reflected in Google Trends, guys. Notably, Google search interest in the key phrase, how to buy XRP, soared to the highest level in a year, hitting 100 points, the maximum search interest between the period of July 9th and July the 15th. Well, since we got the verdict on July the 13th, that really does make sense. I thought I'd bring up Google Trends and how to buy XRP. This is the search term for just the United States. But even, actually, let's take a look at the United States, but let's look at it over the past 30 days. You can see that very distinct, look at that, July 12th, how to buy XRP down to 0. And then boom, up to 100 as soon as we got the verdict, as soon as we hit July 13th. And now it's coming down a little bit. We're not seeing too much interest right now. I think the initial FOMO has died off, but that's good because, even though XRP was trading at 47 cents when it was 0 on July the 12th, it is trading above that, even though it was 0 on July the 16th, July 17th. This is where we have numbers for at least. And then you look at the trend here, guys, it is trading way above where it was. So it's not like the price change or the price trend is following the Google trend, right? If you look at the metrics there for Google Trends, here it was 0, here it was 100, and then it was 0 again. We're still maintaining that price. So that is very positive news, I think. Even when we take a look at, let's just take a look at, first let's take a look at maybe worldwide, if there's any difference there, just kind of, trying to get a sense of what else we can see here. Okay, so a little bit more interest when you look worldwide, although the metrics here are only for these particular countries. So the United Arab Emirates, the United States, Israel, Canada, the United Kingdom, Pakistan, Australia, the Philippines, and India. So not really a global picture, but at least 9 countries there ranked. And let's just see some other term. I don't know, Ripple XRP as a term. Let's just see, and that's similar too, okay? Worldwide, we can see, a lot of people searching for those terms, and that trend has petered off a little bit. Hasn't gone down straight to 0 here, but still way above where we initially saw the price at 47 cents, the launch off point. XRP doing very, very well, considering where we were on July the 12th. Ripple partners are also making moves, guys. TerraPay partners with Safaricom to enhance cross-border payments. This one courtesy of Matthew Lany here on Twitter. So TerraPay, a global payments infrastructure company, has partnered with Safaricom. They are based in Kenya, so making moves in Africa, guys. TerraPay's group, Mobex, in Kenya, a money remittance provider, will enable more than 30 million M-Pesa mobile wallet holders in Kenya to send real-time payments through TerraPay's interoperable network across all wallets in Bangladesh and Pakistan. And so also they look to roll out into India and Nepal over the next few months. Through this collaboration, both companies aim to work towards creating a financially inclusive payment ecosystem while fostering financial empowerment and independence. You can see down here from the CEO of TerraPay, we believe this breakthrough collaboration with Safaricom will usher in a world of new possibilities for mobile financial service operators to directly scale globally and provide customers with the choice to send payments in a secure, transparent, and swift manner. Our partnership with Safaricom will further boost our capabilities in providing an inclusive global financial system with excellent technical solutions. So that's big. TerraPay is a global partner to banks, mobile wallets, money transfer operators, merchants, and financial institutions, creating a more expansive and inclusive international financial ecosystem. So mobile wallets, this is becoming a big trend for the unbanked and underbanked population. You don't necessarily go to a bank if you have a cell phone, though, which I'm feeling more and more every day more people have. You can do your banking on your smartphone. Mobile wallets, transferring money through DLT technology, and of course, TerraPay, a Ripple partner, crossing over and seeing an opportunity over there in Africa and Kenya specifically. So great news here from Matt, LANY. Wanted to thank him for posting that. Also happened to see this guy's from Currency Cloud. Currency Cloud is also a Ripple partner, and they're partnering with Swap Money. They're doing this to make remittances fairer and safer. It's hard to overstate the role of remittances and how important they are for supporting families around the world. Here we have Swap Money. They're working to ensure that recipients get more of their money to relatives sooner. So for remittances specifically, the Birmingham-based company provides affordable online cross-border payments and FX services for people settled far away from their families or communities and SMEs. The co-founder of Swap Money, he spoke about the company's ambitions. Our mission is to make remittances fairer. We believe technology is key in doing that. The ubiquity of smartphones around the world means huge numbers of people around the world live almost entirely cashless. So again, with the mobile phones, right, and smart wallets or mobile wallets, younger generations are obviously the biggest users of mobile payments, and we've been able to draw on that trend to offer a fully digital service. Our deep knowledge of our target market is what sets us apart, and we believe it is core to our success. Down here, they talk a little bit about FX conversions and how Currency Cloud can solve for that. Well, obviously running on the XRP ledger, FX conversions leveraging XRP are a no-brainer. And also just again back to the idea of the mobile wallet, right? Targeting this new target market. They're talking about young people, Gen Z, millennials, even to some degree younger millennials. And even older millennials, I guess, we all, grew up with technology at some point in our life or another. So, the idea of a mobile wallet, not foreign to the young generation, I would say, not so much baby boomers. And maybe Gen X is on board with this too. Not so much baby boomers, but again, this is where money is being transferred, the wealth transfer, the great wealth transfer, as they say. And, these companies are getting on board with the cutting edge technology that they need, realizing the importance here. So partnering up with Ripple-enabled companies, in this case, Currency Cloud. Great news here, and going to be an interesting partnership to watch. Wrath of Kahneman posting this. Ripple user Boss Money has expanded into Francophone Africa, okay? Senegal, the Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, and the DRC. The Democratic Republic of Congo, if I have that right, I think I do. There are some interesting connections here and potential for XRP use. Check this out, guys. Boss Money, so another Ripple partner, and the potential for XRP use. IDT Corporation, a global fintech company, has expanded its Boss Money app into Francophone Africa. The app also enables direct receipt of Boss Money remittances within minutes. So almost instant payments, okay, running on the XRP ledger. Nat Robinson, Boss Money Africa CEO, he said, "We are excited to expand our Boss Money services and bring our transformative fintech solutions to Senegal, the Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. We've tailored the Boss Money app specifically to meet the pressing need among the unbanked for a cross-border transaction platform for these markets. With a focus on customer centricity, the Boss Money app aims to redefine the financial transaction landscape for individuals and small businesses in Francophone Africa, offering innovative solutions tailored to the unique needs and aspirations of the local communities." So, targeting these countries, specifically Francophone Africa, I don't know why that is significant. Nevertheless, those are the countries that are being targeted here. Recall that in the past year, Boss has made a concerted effort to build out of Africa. So we know Africa as a continent is important, exotic rails there, the need for XRP. Note this does not include other rails besides Ripple's, obviously. He says this effort includes launching in Nigeria with the ability to pay out in the Naira. So, and the Naira just went digital too, let's not forget. Ripple ODL user and therefore XRP, MFS Africa recently expanded into Nigeria via Axis Bank for remittances. So Wrath of Kahneman here putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Boss also is a partner with Axis Bank for Naira payouts. So the companies don't partner with each other, but share a common banking partner in Nigeria. Very interesting connection. Further, MFS Africa and Boss Money both partner with Africa Global Bank as well, which provides coverage in Ghana, Nigeria, the Côte d'Ivoire, Kenya, Cameroon, Zambia, Tanzania, Uganda, the Republic of Benin, Chad, Burkina Faso, Congo, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, Gabon, Mozambique, Guinea, Senegal, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, and Senegal, which I think you already said. Yeah, Senegal there twice. MFS Africa is an ODL user in certain corridors, and Boss IDT was an early XRapid user. So that's an interesting connection. So, that was rebranded ODL. Now that MFS Africa is an ODL user, we're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And if you've been in the community for 5 years, you realize, right, how XRapid's transformed to ODL and how the more recent partnership with MFS and ODL can impact these particular partnerships. So he says, both of these are Ripple partners. African FinTech is expanding with it. Hopefully XRP is in use, an important track, and certainly something very, very important to be following. Africa, an emerging economy, and very interesting ties to Ripple through a very intricate web of partnerships, similar to what we're seeing in the Middle East. Anyway, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. Great news coming out of Africa, guys. What we want to see, though, is meaningful adoption in the US. And what has been interesting are these recent Mr. Poole tweets, guys, that we've seen over the last couple of days, we'll say. Recently, Mr. Poole posted this in the bio of his Twitter, okay? A tiny URL that brought us to an interesting document. Now, since then, and I just had this tab up since yesterday, since then it has disappeared. So he has removed that link. To give you guys some context, we're looking at some secrets here, maybe something that, in 2019 wasn't so obvious. Here's a clip from October 2019. Listen to this.
I hope Sarah's sitting down because he is calling for the creation of a new virtual currency that could ease the reliance of the world on the U.S. dollar, which he says creates some of the problems that we have today. I can explain more of that in a second. He also says the UK outlook, hinges critically on Brexit. Sarah, he is pointing out that, for example, half of all international trade is priced in dollars, but the U.S. that's 5 times greater than the U.S. contribution to world output, along with 2/3 of world securities priced in dollars. And he says the problem there is that U.S. interest rate policy, U.S. exchange rate policy becomes exported to other parts of the world. And he says that is not the optimal way to run things. He acknowledges a long way off, but it's a pretty radical
Where did that come from,
proposal
Steve? Is
from
he
a
trying
guy
to get
who's
kicked out of Jackson Hole?
No, but I think what he's dealing with, Sarah, is this idea of why are we having so many problems related to the U.S. being strong but the rest of the world being weak? And he says that's because so much of the world is priced in dollars. So the theory of flexible exchange rates resolving these imbalances is not working. You know, Sarah, this is not the first time this idea has been talked about or floated. There's the special drawing rights from the IMF. But anyway, there's the special drawing rights from the IMF.
I'm going to stop the clip there, and then there's this famous clip of Brad Garlinghouse on the panel with Richard Leckow, kind of kidding about XRP utility within the IMF, and he says, well, I can't really comment on that. I know you guys have probably seen this clip. Anyway, I will link this in the description. Note that what he's talking about, virtual currency could ease reliance on the US dollar, and again, guys, this is from October 2019, way before any of this kind of thing was on the radar of anybody, really. And then this comment from Brad Garlinghouse, commenting on Christine Lagarde, when she said, Christine Lagarde is absolutely correct. Money itself is changing. Digital assets not only help to solve the financial inclusion problem, but also the very real issue of a fractured global payment system. So along those same lines, Kashiro here, if you guys remember, one of the OG riddlers that disappeared long ago. I love you, Brad, but let's keep it a secret. I'm assuming this was from 2019. Anyway, old tweets being brought up again, Tobias Adrian reckons one global CBDC platform. This one from Danny Dark as well. So these two tweets from Danny Dark, got to give him a shout out for this. Our blueprint for a new class of platforms would ensure greater interoperability, efficiency, and safety in cross-border payments, as well as in domestic financial markets. Remember, the BIS talking about a unified ledger and the IMF talking about a common platform or ledger. From this event that's gone down in XRP community history, Brad Garlinghouse, the only CEO of a cryptocurrency company in attendance, and the Tobias Adrian clip, I believe, I've showed this clip on this channel fairly recently, actually, from the International Monetary Fund discussing what we could see. This is a collage of a whole bunch of clips here, courtesy of Danny Dark. So I'm not going to play this right now, but he is definitely demonstrating how Tobias Adrian is a quintessential piece to this multi-currency exchange contracting platform, part of the IMF, here the financial counselor and director. And there were a lot of instances where he's, gone on the record discussing this in terms of real utility. He even mentions Ripple and XRP in some of these clips here. So what was in that Mr. Poole link? Okay, that link that he deleted yesterday, I guess, because I had that up. It was there yesterday. It went to this document here, guys. United States Financial Sector Assessment Program. Technical note on supervision of financial market infrastructures, resilience of central counterparties, and innovative technologies. Now, an older document from 2020, but obviously, there is some importance to this today. Supervision of financial market infrastructures, guys, from the International Monetary Authority. And so, it's a very lengthy document. Let's just take a look at some of these pages, though, because Ripple is mentioned here. As in other countries, new non-bank players are entering the payment space, offering innovative services to regulated financial institutions and to customers and merchants. And then they give some examples here, including Ripple and Calibra. Down here, some of the new platforms aim to compete with payment systems, okay? Fedwire being one of them at that time, which is only accessible by banks. For example, RippleNet provides the software in the rulebook for a transfer mechanism, whereas financial intermediaries function as nodes and may partake in the consensus mechanism. Down here, RippleNet is designed as a wholesale payment system without being subject to payment system specific requirements. So outlining the use of RippleNet quite a few times in this document down here. You can see there's one down here as well, certain new services such as offering a digital platform/network, i.e. on RippleNet, offers services that are very similar to the ones offered by traditional payment messaging systems. MoneyGram is using RippleNet. At that time, we had that partnership. This was, of course, before the lawsuit. And down here, guys, in the appendix, you can see RippleNet, part of the DLT platforms that they mention here, along with IBM, WorldWire, and the Center Stablecoin Network. Now, you remember just yesterday, too, I did a video talking about this new global currency reset and how the QFS, quantum financial computing, how that is going to play a role in that. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. I also found more information regarding that, courtesy of Moderate Rependum here on Twitter. Looky what he has found. Federal Reserve patent application for a digital fiat currency, guys, in the United States. Patent application. This is for a digital fiat currency. So this is just a screen grab, but I found it right away here. Applicant is Visa International Service. So could Visa be playing a role in a new digital fiat currency? Remember, fiat relates to a national currency, i.e. the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, the euro, the Japanese yen, whatever. Of course, since this is a US patent, one would assume it would have to do with the US dollar. And, they show some of the blockchain technology down here. Interesting to note some of this, guys. I mean, considering it is coming from the depths of conspiracy land. What the heck is that? Yep. Right here in the patent, guys. I'm not making this up. I will link this in the description if you care to peruse at your leisure. So who runs the US? Who runs the world? Digital fiat currency. We're seeing big moves. Mr. Poole leading us in the right direction. I mean, we've already heard it from these high-powered players. It's just a matter of time before money is changed for good. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.